Hello dear students, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Sweta Jain classes. Today I am going to teach you one more technique of inventory control which is known as ABC analysis. Now what is ABC analysis? Before you understand this, you should know what is inventory control. Inventory control means we are trying to plan, organize and control the procurement. What do we mean by procurement? Getting the goods, storage, storing the goods, and usage, how you use the goods. So we are going to plan, organize all these things so that we get material efficiency. Efficiency means your quality is maintained and the material is used in the apt way, and economy, that means our material price is controlled, our material cost is controlled. So that is inventory control. So there is one very important technique in inventory control which is known as ABC analysis. So today we are going to see what? We are going to see ABC analysis. Now, before I start with ABC analysis, I will tell you why do we require ABC analysis and in which scenarios can we follow ABC analysis. Let us assume that you have a warehouse. So this is our warehouse. In this warehouse, you have various stocks. You have all these stocks. Stock A, stock B, stock C, stock D, stock E. Stock can be of anything. It can be of wood, it can be of the raw material which is required, plus the indirect material as well. So now these all stocks are there in your warehouse. Do you think you need to give equal importance or equal concentration to each and every type of stock? For example, let me give you an example of an industry which is making dusters. So let us say we have an industry which is making dusters. Now, what raw material do we require for dusters? We require wood, we require sponge, we require glue, and there might be certain indirect materials also in the factory, such as nuts and bolts, etc. So these all are our raw material which is stored in the warehouse. Now, do you think I need to give equal importance to wood and nuts and bolts? Obviously no. Why no? Because wood is costlier and nuts and bolts I can buy in bulk and keep it. So that means our inventory control techniques and purchase techniques should be different for different kind of goods. So similarly, we have various goods in our warehouse A, B, C, D, E. All these stock has to be categorized in such a way that we can focus on certain goods in much broader concept or in much broader way, and we can concentrate a bit lower for the other kind of goods. So that is why what we do is we categorize our goods into three categories, that is A, B and C. This is ABC analysis where we categorize our goods on two bases. First basis is your investment, or you can say the value of goods, and the second basis is quantity, depending on the quantity of the material. Now when I am talking about investment or the value, that means how much money you have spent on purchasing this raw material, that we are going to see in the investment. So what does ABC analysis say? ABC analysis says that you categorize your goods in category A, B and C, and while categorizing, you focus on two things. One is investment. So category A is the niche category, or the category in which the goods have higher values. So those units which cumulatively has an investment of 70% will be in category A. Now, if so much investment is required for category A goods, obviously the quantity would be lesser. So, it should amount to 10% of the total quantity of your raw material. This is for category A. Similarly, if we go on category B, ABC analysis says that in category B, 20% of the total investment goods should come to category B, and the quantity will also be 20%. Similarly, category C will have 10% of the total investment. These will include these nuts and bolts and all these things where the investment is very minimal, and the quantity will be 70%. Why? Because we are making bulk purchases in this. So now coming to the degree of control, since the investment is high for category A, it will be high control. B, moderate control, and C will be low control. What control techniques can you follow for category A goods? For category A, you have to fix the stock levels, you have to determine the EOQ, all these things you need to do for category A. Whereas category B, periodic review is more than enough. Whereas for category C, you are going to make bulk orders. That means, for example, nuts and bolts and indirect material, lubricating oil, or in case of direct material also, you can include glue. All these are low investment goods. So I'm going to purchase them in quantity and I'm going to store them. I'm going to make higher orders for them, and very less frequently or very less frequently I'm going to see whether the stock is over or not. So I'm not going to bring EOQ for nuts and bolts. I'm not going to calculate EOQ. I'm not going to calculate the stock levels for category C. But for category A, where the investment is high, I'm going to follow all the inventory control methods. This also saves a lot of labor cost because the labor will not be involved in looking after the category C goods. They will only take care, or they will invest their time in category A goods and some amount of time in category B goods. So this is why it is necessary to categorize our stock into category A, B and C. Now, going ahead, I'm going to solve a question on on your ABC control, and I'm going to show you how you can categorize the goods into A, B and C category. So let us start with the illustration. Now, this is a question which is also there in my book. Now, this question I'm going to solve in front of you. Illustration, question number 1. From the following details, draw a plan of ABC selective control. So, we have to plan and we have to categorize these 12 items. If you can see, there are 12 items into category A, B and C. What is given in the question? Unit numbers. Units are given. That means this is the quantity. And the unit cost is given. That means per unit, what is the cost? Now, when we are doing the ABC selective control, what are the two things that we require? One, we require the value or the investment, and the second is the quantity. Quantity is given to us, but what is not given to us? The value is not given to us. So that means we have to calculate the value. Now, how do we calculate the value? If we multiply the units with the unit cost, we'll get our value. Yes? So that means our first job would be calculating two things or finding out two things. Quantity, which is given to us, and second is the value. How will we get the value? The units into the unit cost. So we got a quantity also and we got the value also. Now there's one question which I want to ask you. When we are talking about quantity and we are talking about the value, and I need to categorize my goods, first I will concentrate on what? Will I concentrate on value first or will I concentrate on quantity first? Yes, we are going to first concentrate on the value. Why? Because value is much more important than the quantity. So I am going to categorize my goods on the basis of value, and quantity also I need for reference because ABC analysis is a very good technique for management control and management decision making. So quantity also I need, but my main focus will be on value. So first we are going to do a working in which we are going to calculate the value, and then we are going to calculate the quantity percentage and the value percentage. Why do we need the quantity percentage and value percentage? We need the quantity percentage and value percentage because our categorization is on the basis of percentage. We need to calculate and find out 70%, 20% and 10%, right? Both for the value and the quantity. So I need the quantity percentage and the value percentage. And accordingly, on the basis of value, since I told you that our main focus will be on value, on the basis of value, I am going to calculate, I am going to find out the ranks. So this is how I am going to solve a question on ABC analysis. Let us begin with the question. Now, so first we are going to do working note 1, where we are going to prepare the statement for ranking the items according to their value. I told you we are going to do it according to their value. So you can make the statement. Now, as I told you that we require certain things which I have already discussed in the question, we are going to make a table like this. We are going to have the column called item, the units which is given to us, unit cost. Now how do I get value? If I call this as A and I call this as B, A into B will give me the value, right? And I will call the value as C. So C is equal to A into B and I will get my value. Let us first finish this much. So I have the items in front of me. I have the units in front of me which I have taken from the question and the unit cost. You can pause the video and you can complete till here. Once you are done with the units and the unit cost, you can do a total of the units. We will require this to calculate the percentage. Then by multiplying 7,000 into 5, 24,000 into 3, 1,500 into 10 and so on, what you will get is the value. So 7,000 into 5 is 35,000, 24,000 into 3 is 72,000 and so on. So with this, we will get our values also. You also need to do the total for the value. Why? Because we will require it to calculate our percentages. Now that you have the unit percent and the value percent, we have to calculate the unit percent and the value percent. You have the unit cost and the value. How will you calculate the unit percent? For example, let us take item number 1. Item number 1, how will I get the unit percent? The total units for item number 1 is 7,000 divided by the total, that is 2,19,000 into 100. So this will give us the unit percentage as 3.20%. So this is how we get the unit percentage. Similarly, for the first one, I will calculate the value percentage. The value is 35,000 out of 3,55,700 into 100. So this will give me the value for the first one, that is 9.84%. And so on. You can do it for all the 12 items. You can pause the video here and you can write down this. Please don't copy. Try to first find out on your own and then you can see the answer. You can tally the answer. Please make sure when you are doing this, the total of both the percentage column should be 100%. Both the columns should be 100%. Now, once we are done with the table till here, now we are coming to the most important part, that is ranking. So now, accordingly, we are going to rank. The highest one is 10.20%. 95. So we are going to rank it as number 1. Then is item number 2. So we are going to rank it as number 2. After that, the highest value is 16.02. So rank 3. Then is 9.84. So item number rank 4. Here 7.15 rank 5. Next is 5.62 rank 6. Then rank 7 to 3. Then is 3.71. So rank 8. Then rank 9, 10, 11 and 12. So I have ranked them according to their values. Let us see. If you see, the rank is same what we have already noted. So this is how we are going to rank them according to the values. Once the ranking is over, our working is over, and we are going to go to the ABC analysis or ABC categorization. So let us start with the ABC categorization now. This is the statement of ABC selective control, where we are going to make a table like this. Please make the columns, and accordingly I will tell you how to solve this now. Now, you already have certain columns from your working. What are those columns? Your rank is ready. Your item, according to the rank, you are going to write the item. You are going to write the value and the quantity percentages. These 4 columns already you have from the working note. Fill up these columns. Value, when you keep adding, you get the cumulative value percentage also, and you get the cumulative quantity percentages also. So first we are going to fill up the table like this. How did you get the cumulative value? Here 22.95. When you add 22.95 and 20.24, what you get is 43.19. Once you do this, please make sure the last percentage is 100%. So once this is done, now we are going to categorize it into A, B and C. As I told you in the explanation, category A will have a value of 70%. So let us see where is 70%. You will not get the exact 70%, but you will get a near value to 70%. If you see the cumulative value, you have to concentrate on this column and this column. Okay. So if you see here, between 70, we have 2 values, 69.05 and 76.19. Which is nearer to 70? 69.05 is nearer to 70. So till item number 4, we are going to categorize it as category A. If you see, similarly, the quantity is 36.76, which is more than 10. But as I told you, the first preference will be given to value. So even if the cumulative quantity is not 10%, but more than that, that will be useful for decision making, whether they are overstocking, etc. But for categorizing, we are going to categorize on the basis of the value. Next is your category B. Category B is 20%. So 70 plus 20 is 90. So we have to concentrate on cumulative value percentage up to 90. Between 90, again we have 2 values, 89.74 and 93.19. Which is nearer to 90? This one. That is rank number 8. So we are going to categorize that as B, and the rest will be C. If you can see here, our category is similar to that. So this is how we are going to do the categorization under ABC selective control or ABC analysis. Please let me know if you have any doubts in the explanation or in the question. I will be more than happy to help you. Thank you.